Theta, is it set to moon even more? Or are we pretty much capped on what we've already achieved? As a matter of fact, I want to dive in deep into the fundamentals of Theta and why I believe this has the potential to be $20 or more. So let's dive right into it. Now, before we dive into the price of Theta and what I believe it has the potential to reach, I really want to dive into the fundamentals and why I truly believe this particular project has a lot of legs to stand on. So right over here, you can see in their white paper, Sliver.tv, which is the parent company of Theta Labs, has gone ahead and raised over $17 million in venture funding already. And just so you know, Sliver is a Silicon Valley, a California-based company. And there's a reason why they're based in California, which is gonna be relatively important for me to tell you in just a few moments. But first, let's actually take a look at something really important. This right here, the foveated streaming patent that they have, which again, can be found right over here on Google Patents. Now, it's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna dive too deep into what this patent does. As a matter of fact, the parent company Sliver of Theta, they have a decent amount of patents, which again is going to make Theta very, very, very impactful in the long term because of the patents that they own. So with that being said, let me just scroll down a little bit more. So Sliver TV, additional core patents and technology focuses on various applications of cutting edge live streaming to esports content. They have US patent right over here, methods and systems for virtual reality gaming, reality streaming and replay of computer video games. And then we have methods and systems for game video recording and virtual reality replay, and methods and systems for computer video gaming streaming, highlight and replay. Now, these patents are relatively important for what Theta actually goes ahead and does. So as you can see, these are the patents right over here. Like I said, you can go into the white papers and do more research on these patents. But what is Theta exactly? What does it do? And why is it important? Theta is a video delivery, high quality video streaming service specifically for live streams via local, decentralized nodes, using unused bandwidth nodes from all of its network of individuals like you and me. As a matter of fact, if we even take a look at the Theta website, they have right over here what's known as the Theta Guardian node. And you can download it for Windows, you can download it for Mac, you can download it for Linux, download it for CLI. So essentially what this does is allows you to use your bandwidth essentially to go ahead and be one of these localized nodes where you can go ahead and use your bandwidth to essentially stream locally. So what it does over here is you can see earn Tfuel by caching popular streams, whatever, however you want to call it. So essentially, you can use your particular computer to literally do as it says, cache streams, and you get rewarded for it with Tfuel. Now, Tfuel is the secondary coin aside from Theta that is able to be used as a transactional based currency. So you can tip streamers with Tfuel. You can go ahead and buy stuff with Tfuel. You can actively trade Tfuel. So when it comes down to Theta, they also have Tfuel that you have to keep in the back of your mind. That's relatively easy to get a hold of, and it's fairly cheap as well. However, I don't believe that Tfuel is the best investment in comparison to Theta. Now again, I'm not a financial advisor and you can do whatever you want to do. But because of the fact that Tfuel is a currency that most likely gets liquidated relatively fast, that means that the price will fluctuate. Now we can also see, if we just take a look right over here at Theta Fuel, we can tell that the price has gone parabolic. Now, if we just take a look right over here, we can see in the past year 7,000%. And just in the last 14 days, 124%. In the last 30 days, 435%. So this thing is going absolutely bonkers. It's going crazy. So long story short is that Theta, in my opinion, is definitely the better play over Tfuel. Now, this is something else that I wanted to show you right over here. If we just take a look, and this is fundamentally so important. If we take a look at the actual board of advisors, the media advisors, we have Steve Chen. Now, who is Steve Chen? He's the co-founder of YouTube. And why this is important is because of the connections that are going to be made. So inevitably, having the co-founder of YouTube, which again, YouTube also is a big proponent on gaming streaming. So streaming games, right? And their biggest competitor is Facebook and Twitch. So having the co-founder of YouTube on the board of advisors gives them a leg up, which is phenomenal when we're doing fundamental analysis here, right? So we also have the CEO of G Fuel, Clifford Morgan. Now if we take a look right over here, it says powered by Theta on G Fuel, right? So essentially what's happening right over here is G Fuel is partnered with Theta for the streaming capabilities that Theta has to offer, which is absolutely astonishing. But we also have the co-founder of Twitch, Justin Kan. This is huge. Now, why is this so important? You're probably like, Dan, wait a minute, doesn't that mean they're gonna compete? Well, no, and this is the key here that you need to understand. The thing about Theta is how it works, not what it is per se, but how it works more than anything. Like I mentioned before, it delivers higher quality video streams, specifically live streams, via local decentralized nodes using unused bandwidth from its entire network. So this means that corporations like Twitch and YouTube and Facebook can get utilization from Theta blockchain itself. But we can also see we have the Chief Network Officer at Verizon Digital Media, Rakuten, Director of Product at Rakuten, and CJ Hello. So their board of advisors is very impressive. Now, again, we also have to take into account that their team, their leadership, their CEO, the CTO, the Chief Product Officer, it's not an anonymous team. And a lot of these projects, they typically have an anonymous team. So I know a lot of people will say, well, the trusted products or the trusted projects don't have an anonymous team, and you're absolutely correct. But a lot of these projects like to stay anonymous due to regulations. So this in particular project doesn't, the owners, the founders aren't anonymous, which is phenomenal. The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention is Theta Mainnet 3.0. It's going to be launching, might be launched by the time you watch this, but right now in 42 days. Now, why this is important is because let's just take a look at the roadmap right over here of 2021 Q1. We know that the NFT space is hot right now. The non-fungible token marketplace on Theta blockchain is gonna become a reality. Then we also have a DEX on the Theta blockchain, a decentralized exchange. And not only that, we have the Elite Edge node, the Tfuel staking testing. So there's a lot that's gonna be happening in 2021, which I do believe is gonna be driving the price of Theta up like crazy. And with the mainnet launch, take a look at this, Elite Edge nodes, Tfuel staking and burning. Now there's two aspects to this right over here. With the launch of the Mainnet 3.0, the delivery speeds of content of streaming is going to be that much faster. Not only that, but Tfuel is going to be burned as well. Right now they have, I think, 5 billion tokens in circulation. However, I know that they're going to be, by stating in the 2021 Q2 roadmap, Tfuel staking and burning. This is going to be a massive project. And like I mentioned before, we have Google, we have Samsung, we have other corporations that are validator nodes for Theta, specifically Google, right? So if Google is a validator node for Theta, that says it all. One thing I want you to look at is the platform partners. We already talked about Samsung, we already talked about CJ Hello, we have Pandora TV, G Fuel, which we already talked about as well. And there's a lot of other partners that are currently here and are, well, coming. There are a lot more partners coming. Yes, if we go ahead and take a look at Theta.tv, they don't necessarily have the highest watch counts in comparison to Twitch or YouTube gaming or something like Facebook gaming as well. However, with the long-term adoption of how this actually works, the fundamentals, the actual Theta blockchain and the tech behind it, this has the potential to be something huge, specifically because of the people that are on the board of directors and the connections that they have, and the possibilities of the companies that will actually adopt this. Not only that, but let's not forget all the patents that Theta has as well. So when it comes down to Theta, if you do more research, and everything's gonna be in the description down below, you're gonna see exactly what I see. Now, it doesn't require much technical analysis to go ahead and take a look at charts and see where this is gonna go. If you fundamentally look at this project and see how impressive it truly is, you're gonna see that it has the potential to 10x. And in my opinion, I think in 2021, we're gonna see anywhere from 18 up to $27, $28 Theta. And again, right now, at the time of recording this, it is roughly $5.50. And I have a few friends that got in at around 85 cents, and myself, I do own Theta, and I got in around a few dollars. So let's not forget that Theta is a great investment, but they've also brokered deals with MGM Studios bringing Hollywood classics to Theta.tv powered by Theta Network. They've brokered multiple deals. So they have patents. They're working with an incredible team of board of advisors. They have a lot going for them right now, and I believe this is going to be one of the biggest projects of 2021 and beyond. So, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but this was my fundamental analysis of Theta after diving into their white paper. I suggest taking a look and a solid read at their white paper as well, so you get a better understanding of how all the tech works, so you can see exactly what I see, and I gave you everything that I've done research on, and I hope you like this video. If you do, subscribe, please turn on notifications, and make sure that you smash the like button for me so I know that you enjoy videos like this. My name is Dan from Crypto Normies, and I'll talk to you soon.